To the Reiner Report now, same-sex and interracial marriage is already protected in California, but lawmakers want to make that clear in the state constitution.
Voters will likely have the final say in this, too. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now. And Morgan, our Constitution has wording in it lawmakers find concerning.
Chris and Laura, in 2008, really not that long ago, California voters passed a proposition defining marriage as between a man and a woman. The courts later struck it down, but the language is still in there. Now lawmakers are trying to officially take it out.
Assemblymember Evan Lowe remembers living in California in 2008 as a gay man.
As a 20-something-year-old during that period of time, I remember the painful experience that has caused, not just to me, but so many others, countless Californians who were left wondering, what did we do wrong? Why would the majority of Californians vote to eliminate a fundamental, basic human right?
While the Supreme Court cleared the way for same-sex marriage in 2013 and California's 2008 proposition was overturned, Lowe fears even that isn't a guarantee anymore.
While we may think in the state of California these rights should be enjoyed, of course, the dark reality is that in fact it is not, and that's why we must be vigilant. That's why we must be vocal.
Some witnesses spoke against the amendment that would clarify that marriage is a fundamental right, like Pastor Jim Doman, who says he used to be gay.
Our gay marriage took nothing into account except our own selfish desires for physical pleasure. When I married my wife, Amanda, and we had 3 children, I learned that marriage is about selflessness. Marriage is about family, about my wife and children.
The constitutional amendment passed out of the Assembly Judiciary Committee today. All Democrats in favor of it. Republicans were split. One voted for it, another against it, and one didn't want to vote at all.
This measure will get out. I mean, California Democrats have a supermajorities in both houses, and if it gets on the ballot, clearly it will pass. But I think Republicans will have sort of a different issue. You know, for some it's personal, for others it's philosophical, and for others it's a political realization that in California, this is what the people want.
Some are likening this to the abortion amendment voters recently passed in November, in that it drove voters to the polls in what was seen as a boring midterm election. Political analyst Steve Swat doesn't see that as a huge benefit here. He said if Donald Trump is running for president, that will be enough to drive voters to the polls in California.
We know this is certainly a talker, so tell us what comes next in this process.
So it has to pass both the Assembly and the Senate by a 2/3 vote, and then it will go to the voters to have the final say. And you heard Swat say himself, he is nothing short of confident that this will pass in California.
Okay, well, you can read more on our website. Morgan, thank you.